Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Chop It Up. And contrary to appearances, while Michelle is wearing a jacket, she's got something really hot to talk about today. Michelle,
Ooh,
why don't you go ahead and
yes.
take off?
Today's topic for me is something that I find to be very, very irritating and annoying. I am on this channel with males. I will oftentimes go on another friend's channel who is also a male, and I will often interview males for my channel. What is irritating as fuck to me is when people keep insinuating in the comments that I'm fucking everybody that I'm talking to.
Now,
That to me,
excuse me, for those of you who are less versed in the art of profanity, Michelle did use the word fuck twice. However, it was two distinctly different meanings. Okay, moving right along.
yeah, I curse. It's what I do. I had a sailor on my caseload and I said I curse worse than a sailor. And he said, Miss Fortier, I'm a sailor. You do worse than us. I said, oh, I'm honored. So anyway, it gets very, very irritating. It gets irritating because number one, it's disrespectful to me. It's disrespectful to my marriage. Number two, the other reason why is I am not a sex object. I am actually on this planet for more than having sex with people. So that's another reason why it's really irritating. And number three, it minimizes the work that I'm doing. By saying that I'm only working with these individuals and they are only working with me because we're all having sex is extremely disrespectful. So I really, really, really do not like those comments for those reasons. Do you have
Right.
any feedback on that? Because that shit
Um,
pisses me off.
and a lot of it really is projection, right?
Oh,
It's either
absolutely.
it's either guys who want to have sex with you and think that they can,
Yep,
or
can.
it's people who are saying, well, if I was in her position, this is what I would be doing,
Yep.
you know? So really, it has very little to do with you and more to do with them.
Absolutely. And I understand that. I absolutely understand it, which is why I don't take it personal. And that's why I haven't stopped doing YouTube or talking to the
Right.
people that I talk to, because it's got nothing to do with me. I know who I am. I know
Yeah.
what I'm about. It doesn't bother me in that respect. The
Mhm.
part that it bothers me in is it's disrespectful to my marriage. It's disrespectful to the work that I do. And it's disrespectful to me as a woman.
Yeah.
That's my take on it.
I would really hate to work around a bunch of girls and have somebody think I was just having sex with all of them. That would just be reprehensible.
It's just really like it's irritating because it's like, oh my God, like according to a lot of the people that are like on YouTube, I don't get anything else done except having sex all the time. Like
Yeah.
apparently I'm just fucking all the time.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Crazy. And what also is like kind of disconcerting too is all these people that I'm supposedly having sex with, they're all like far away from me. So it's also
Sure.
like magic sex too.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
all magic sex. It's
Well,
awesome.
they say that the keyboard brings strength to a lot of people. So
Keyboard warriors.
yeah, that's what they are. Just like in prison, they'd be the door warriors in prison. As
Yep.
soon as the door is locked, man, I should have did this. I should have did that. When the door's open in the morning, man, I'm through with that.
Yep. And it's the same, and it's like I also understand it from working in the prison system. I've had to deal with males that, I say hello to them and they're like, oh, she fucked up about me. Dude, I don't even know who the hell you are. I was being nice. It's called being nice. But it's the same thing where people, they have their dysfunctions and they put their dysfunctions on everybody else. Yeah.
I got news for you though. Those same guys, if you didn't say hello to them, they'd say, "Oh, she's so fucked up about me, she can't even talk to me because she knows I'll know."
Exactly. It was always a no win. It was always a
Yeah,
no
you
win.
can't
So I
win.
just didn't talk to anybody at all. People getting their feelings about that too now, though.
Yeah, you can't win. You can't win that.
No, people on my case will be like, "Man, Miss Porter, why didn't you say hello to me?" Like, dude, I don't say hello to nobody.
Yeah. Yeah, and listen, for everybody out there watching, man, look, I don't know what, I mean, this is going to sound really wild coming from me, a guy who grew up in prison, but I don't know where the hell these guys have been where they think, and listen, it's not restricted to the people that Michelle interacts with. I've had people who watch our shows, even when Barry is on and Revis is on, and they would say, oh, you and her, you get along too good. There's got to be something going on. You know, and what the hell is that? A guy is unable to agree with a woman without having sex? I mean, that's ridiculous.
Mhm.
So in their world, a man and a woman should never talk to each other if they're not married. So how do people, what happens when I go to Publix? Am I not supposed to go to a cashier that's a girl? I mean,
No,
what the fuck, man?
no. And the part that's irritating about that as well is it discounts my opinions. Like if I'm not allowed to be at the table with males, then that my opinion doesn't get to be heard.
Right.
So if I'm constantly being pigeonholed into sex object, that's my only thing in life, and it irritates the fuck out of me. One of the things that I absolutely love about my husband, we had to write a list of 10 things we like about each other, 10 things we don't like. And the first thing that he likes about me is that I'm smart.
Yeah.
Everything else was secondary. It was the intelligence. And for me to be knocked out from having conversations because I'm a female is absolutely ridiculous. And if I get along with people, I'm generally getting along with them because we're having good conversations.
Right.
So it gets very, very, and it's, it's not just raw, it's across the board that this is like the dysfunction that people have.
Yeah.
So I just would like as to be looked at as a human being.
Yeah,
And not
and
as a
I've
sexual
seen the
object.
analytics for our channel, and we're definitely missing that 18 to 24 male demographic.
I'm not working out. So that's all I have to say about that for the most part. I mean, women, we're like, a little bit more than half of the population. So we're here more than just for having the sex. And you might be losing more of us to being lesbians because you treat us so shitty.
Yeah, right.
Do you have anything else to say about it?
Hold on, I'm making sure someone doesn't call right now.
Gotcha. Jail
'Cause
telephone calls?
if I didn't tell them, they'd call. And I mean, I told mom not to call. I'm pretty sure she's going to call in a minute. So
Of
no,
course.
I mean, I wanted to bring it up because I see it in the comments when you spoke about Glover. I saw it in the comments when you spoke about other guys, and it really diminishes the entire situation because especially everyone who has watched my show, anybody who's watched this show should know that Glover is a really, really, really good friend of mine, and I don't stick up for everybody who is in blue because some guys are dumb as rocks and they're gonna control their own destiny. They're not gonna influence mine. When you're friends with somebody, what happens to them impacts you. You know, and I would never take away from Glover by saying that he's manipulating his way into this situation or into that situation, because any manipulation is short-lived. That if you're less than sincere about what you're doing, it takes way too much work to try to get it done. And I'll get into that. That's a whole nother segment.
Yeah.
Um,
But even
but
that is disrespectful. When I'm helping people that are still incarcerated,
right.
some of the comments on there are, "Oh, you've been messing with him." I didn't mess with anybody ever,
And that
ever.
takes away from your judgment of them, and it takes away from the merit, not only of the work that you're doing, but the reason you're doing it, which is their character.
Yep.
I mean, like I said, that's a whole nother segment. So we can get on that maybe another time or maybe later on today.
Yeah,
But,
maybe.
if you've enjoyed this segment, you know how it is, man. Like, subscribe, share, do your thing, do
And
something
give me
for it.
some backup. Say, Michelle, we're not going to do that shit. I'm going to correct somebody else's behavior that does that shit, because it comes from the people that we call out other people's inappropriate, maladaptive, ugly behaviors.
Yeah.
That's how we elicit change, is by
Right.
calling out people, not turning a blind eye.
The worst thing someone could do is stand around and let something wrong happen and not do anything about it.
Pretty much. But
Pretty much. So take it easy, and we'll see you again sometime.